Good night, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is currently 10:15, and I just got back from dinner, and it was a good dinner. I had myself a little lamb loin. Never recommend a medium rare lamb loin, because one thing about me is that I don't eat beef, so I'm not really known, or like I don't really get asked the question of what kind or how cooked do I want to be. Now when I cook lamb, and y'all can tell it's gonna be tired. I'm really tired right now because I am really just full of food. Call me big back, whatever, I don't care. But when it comes to like steak, it's not just steak, it's like lamb as well, where it's like they ask you if it's medium well done, medium rare. I don't even know, I think there's like 5 different types of way you can cook it. Rare is the lowest, and then medium rare is the second. Medium well done, I don't know. Tried it medium rare. It was really squishy. Like, I didn't like it, and I am like a huge fan of lamb because it's like my specialty. But to be honest, it was a cool little meal. I had pretty much like a post-workout meal. I had asparagus, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and lamb loin. But it was a calm little dinner, calm little family dinner. But I do want to say this: I'm tired. My head's hurting, and y'all don't give a damn about my excuses. Y'all just want to just listen, fall asleep to this, and do whatever, clean. Because I'll be wondering, and I noticed this, and it's only been 2 episodes where it was like, dang, like I remember like people who are close to me, they be texting me saying, oh, like, can you switch it up a little? Like, do I always gotta stare at the screens like you're staring at the logo just for an hour? When y'all watch my stuff, y'all could be studying. Like, I don't just want y'all, like, it's a podcast. Like, I want y'all to listen to this. I don't want y'all to like just put all your attention to me. Like, yes, I love that, but come on, y'all can catch up on, y'all can do so many things. Like, I would recommend y'all do this while y'all doing y'all chores, y'all homework, whatever. Just, it's a podcast. Like, and this is not just my podcast, but it's other people's podcasts. Like, y'all can, it's like listening to music. You're doing stuff while listening to this. And my phone's better die, so I need to find my charger. But we gonna make this a quick episode. Might be still be an hour, depends. There won't be any songs, sadly, because I still need to get this video out. And actually, on my last video, I got permission from one of the artists, but it turns out that she still had the copyright thing. I gotta get that situated. So I will be doing artists who don't really have, like, they're known, they're verified and stuff like that, but they don't have a copyright or someone who is enrolled with that, whatever. So there's that. Now we just gonna go straight into it. Y'all know 2 topics I have, and if y'all kind of don't know how my schedule is, or like how I do this, or like the script, first I would do, like, before the songs, I have 2 sections. So the first section, it starts and then it goes on, and when I realize it's been a long time, then I'll do the songs, and then we'll end it off with something shorter, and then end it off with the thought of the night. So there's always the word of the night and the thought of the night. So we gonna get into the word of the night. Before I get into the word of the night, I do want to say this: congratulate to my homeboys who won in Alabama. We beat Alabama 15-14. And it was funny because there's an app, not really app, but there's a website. So, when it comes to football, well, not really football, but high school sports, there's a website called Max Preps that we use to, like, see the score if you're not the game and stuff like that. So there was a glitch because it's not really a secured website, so people can just edit the score. And they had edited to 78-0, and I was like, dang, we beating them 78-0. It was like 7 first quarter, 55 third quarter, and then whatever the rest, fourth quarter, and that was final. I was like, there's no way. But at the same time, I kind of did believe it, because last year we lost our first game. Second game we won like 83-0, so I kind of did believe it. But that turned out not to be true. We won 15-14. So, congratulations to my boys. Keep up the hard work, and God bless y'all. Now, we're gonna get into the word of the night. Word of the night is was a sad one. Word of the night is pandemic. The reason why I say pandemic is because there is a high chance, maybe mediocre chance. I don't pray on this. I refuse this. This is going to be my prayer for tonight, hoping that this don't happen again. But there is a chance that we might go back on pandemic because of the fact that there's a new virus, or there's a new virus or a new thing linked to COVID-19, and it's called monkeypox. And I've seen hella memes. It's already funny, and I already see the rotation where it's like people make fun of it until they get serious, and then boom, pandemic. Look, my pandemic started when I was in 7th grade, and it took away my 8th grade, my middle school graduation. I have only had one graduation, and it has only been elementary. I will be damned if elementary is my only graduation. I would be damned if I have to go through a elementary graduation, never had a 8th grade graduation, middle school graduation, and would never have a big high school graduation. Because in my life, I hope to have 4 graduations, and now I can only have 3. And those 4 would have been, elementary, middle, and high school. Those would have been 3, and then college would have been my last and 4th one. Now I will only have 3, which is only going to be elementary, high school, and college. So, and it's kind of funny because I've been seeing TikToks. It'd be like King Kong, Donkey Kong, or even Curious George, or even Planet of the Apes, where it's like if bro catches monkeypox. And for people to be safe out there, I didn't think I would do COVID-19 or little monkeypox disclaimers, but it's kind of a skin disease, I think, which kind of scares me because I have eczema, so I feel like I might catch it, but I'm cool. But it's like chickenpox. I don't know, I'll be honest, but I have seen people with that case, and it is basically where my computer is blowing up. I need to go on Do Not Disturb. Then my group chat's just texting. I will get back to my group chat, but it's basically just a bad disease, and I don't know if anybody has died from it yet, but there is a lot of cases in it, and turns out there are over 2,000 cases of this monkeypox in my state, and I'm like, bro, there's no way. I don't want to go on a pandemic. I'm being truly honest. I don't want to go on a pandemic, and that's gonna suck. I know it's gonna suck, and especially for my last year of high school, I would be damned. And for the younger generation, they happy. It's like, oh yeah, we go on another pandemic. No, bro. And I feel like, and I'm saying the younger generation because they never actually had to experience something where it's like, okay, maybe 4th graders, 5th graders at one of like 2020 at most. They not gonna deal with middle school graduation. Like, no, I'm losing both my 8th grade graduation, and I'm going to lose my high school graduation. High school graduation is one of my major keys in life. Finishing school, education, free. I won't say free, but mandatory school. Like, I don't know. Like, I would be damned if I had to go back on quarantine, because people, it sucks. It really do. Hella water, hella toilet paper, Zoom calls all over again. My setup is gonna be much nicer because my setup last time was on an air mattress on my bed. My setup's gonna be a little bit nicer, but that's about it. Now I just hope, I'm not gonna speak on it no more because I really don't want to have to deal with that monkeypox situation or just a quarantine pandemic in general, and I'll be damned. Now, I did say I was gonna come back to my group chat because they're blowing on my phone right now talking about an event they just had. Now, so there was an event that happened. Actually, I don't know anything about it, so, and it's kind of not my business because I didn't go because I hadn't went out to dinner. So no, I did do stuff this weekend. I did not stay home but actually no, I can't say anything because I missed out on 2 events. The first event was my homegirl. Well, it's actually, yeah. First event was my homegirl's birthday, and they went bowling. I didn't go because it was last minute, and I decided to record. And today there's an event for my homeboy's girl. I don't personally know her. I know her, obviously, because that's my homeboy's girl. But I don't know her to the point where we talk and we're friends. And I mean, I'm friends with my homeboy, but I want to say this: there's nothing wrong with you being friends with your homeboy's girl. Just, not on that level, like stuff like that. Like, nah, I'm good. But I know she know who I am. I know who she is. Shit, I don't even think she know who I am. But I know that's my homeboy's girl. They went skating. I suck at skating. I know what to do, but I suck at it. They didn't even know what to do, and the only excuse I have for that one is the fact that I went out to eat for dinner, which was clearly today. So I could have went to the one. I could have went bowling, but I didn't. I'll be honest. It's kind of last minute, and I come from a Caribbean household. If it's last minute, you're never going. So I wasn't gonna go either way. Now, back to my group chat. There's a thing on TikTok that's trending. It is circle chains. For those who don't know what circle chains are, and I don't mean to disrespect, a little disclaimer, I don't mean to disrespect people who have a circle chain, or like they have a circle chain for the real reason, not the actual like haha funny reason. But a circle chain is basically it's a chain with a pendant of shaping a circle. Some of them have like wings on the circle, like angel wings on the circle, and you put a photo on the pendant in the circle, and it basically is supposed to represent like someone you lost, someone that had passed away, sometimes even a loved one, like your girl, but majority of the time it's someone you mess with, like your homeboy or like family who has passed away. I know people who have a circle chain for an actual reason, but apparently it became a meme, and it was funny because I have seen hella TikTok where it's like my last supper before I put my boy in a circle chain. I'm guessing because the meme is basically where the circle chain is so tough, and technically the only way to obtain one is to kill someone you love and trust. And who's that one person you love and trust? Your homeboy. For some reason it has to be me, and I'm like, why me? Why I gotta be the one that gotta be put on a circle chain? Like, yeah, there's threats out there, but they coming after me, and I'm like, why me? I don't do nothing. They come after me. I'm cooked. I'm dead. Literally, my homeboy. We go. Oh, this is another one. It's not any of the P numbers. We gonna give him a clone it. Blonde. Actually, let me Google some. Nah, we gonna call him Blonde. Blonde. I posted on my IG. I'm on them little notes stuff, and it was basically where they were talking about how I had said like, oh, they trying to put me on a circle chain, and I had put like a little sad face emoji, and he was like, I gotta get it somehow. I was like, bro, oh my god, I'm cooked. I'm dead. Like, I can't do nothing about that. And I was like, why I gotta be me? And I remember I was in my 3rd period, and we're talking about it. It was like, yeah, we gonna put like we was, but it went from circle chains to some crazy stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on a circle chain. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on a shirt. I was like, oh. It was like, I want that. He was like, I'm gonna put you on a carpet. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna step on your ass all day. I'm gonna put you on a carpet. He was like, I'm gonna put you on a curtain blind. I was like, that's insane. Like, we were just saying random stuff that's like clothing or just whatever. It was like, I want to put you as a rug. I was like, oh damn, yeah, no. Like, when it comes to these circle chains, y'all got it with this one. Like, oh god, what the hell happened in that damn event? They talking crazy. They're not talking crazy, but they talking a lot in that group chat right now. But I was going around. I was going around, and there's a famous group. I wouldn't say they fell off, but they have definitely got nerfed a lot. And I don't mean like nerfed like like on some video game stuff, like they got nerfed badly. I'm talking like deleted channels, restricted content, copyright from very famous companies. And that YouTuber is SML, to be specific, Super Mario Logan. Super Mario Logan is a YouTuber who used like stuffed animals, like from like Nintendo, which is Bowser Jr., Magic Koopa, and the Green Koopa from Mario, and he would just use Mario characters to make random episodes or random short movies, and it'll be funny. Like there's some stuff that's funny, and then there's a character they have, and his name is Jeffy. Jeffy's an actual puppet. You know, they use the mouth and hand to use and communicate with that one. That, I'm gonna say this because a lot of people think this. That is not what made SML famous. That's what made SML more popular and known. SML has gotten famous amount of times, but it wasn't because of the fact that it was because of that specific character. Now, I do have the right to talk about them. Not saying they're not famous or anything, but they have gotten nerfed badly to the point where they're kind of unknown, but they're still making it work. Like they took long breaks, they had to delete videos, they had remade videos, like they did a whole bunch of stuff. And there's one video they released, I think today's Saturday, I'm pretty sure they released it 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, and it's called Jeffy's 20th birthday. Now, since Jeffy is the most popular, or one of the most popular characters in the show, usually the popular ones have their own movies or have their own video, and that's Jeffy, that's the one Junior, and stuff like that. So he has a lot of the attention, and I'm not gonna lie, I have seen some scary stuff on that show, and that's what made SML very popular, because of how creative they are. Like it could be really funny stuff, really sad stuff, and really scary stuff. This by far has been the most what the hell episode I have ever seen. And it's not more like what the hell, like this is scary, like what the hell, like this is like, dang, that's messed up. Like, and I think ever since all this copyright stuff and they letting they're trying to work with it, they don't care. Like they're cursing more worse. There's one black dude who voices the Green Koopa. His name is Joseph. He voices him, and he says the N-word. Doesn't really say the N-word in the past, but he says it now proudly. Not saying he had any restrictions on it because he is black, but it's more open. It's more like they don't care anymore, because they don't. Now they have been getting, it's been rough for them, but it has been getting much better for them. They're getting more views, and this last video, or this latest video they had, and it shocked me. It was Jeffy's 20th birthday, and it has right now 4.6 million views, and it came out 3 days ago, so I'm guessing Friday, maybe Thursday. And the whole video was basically his birthday, and usually when it comes to some like a character's birthday, it's rather some scary stuff or it's some, oh my gosh, that's sad stuff. Actually, that's a lie. It's most of the time it's something scary. Like they'll do like Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and like they'll parodize Parodize, I don't know how to say that word. They would make a parody of like Five Nights at Freddy's, and they'll be like but there has been some fun stuff actually. That's not a lie. Now they'll just like make it scary and stuff, like like, and I'm not talking like it could be gory, but it don't be that scary, but it's like jump scare at the end. That's something they do, that's common. Now here we are, and they're talking about, here we are, and it's his birthday, he's getting all his gifts and stuff, and one thing about this character is that he's autistic and artistic. Now autistic as in like he has a pencil in his nose, and that stabbed his brain to the point where he's not a normal human. and he's artistic because his father is a famous French painter. His mom treated him like shit. So right now I'm technically spoiling his backstory and what the video was, which I shouldn't, because I feel like y'all should watch that video first. It'll be down to the link below. That's my first time ever saying that. Now, I watched it and it was like, yo, this is so sad. It's amazing. It's a really good episode. It really shows his backstory like deeper, because it showed videos of his backstory, but it showed deeper parts of his backstory from that. Like, okay, he lived with his mom, but how did he, like, how it was living with his mom, stuff like that. And episode was really sad. There's one part, and I see it so many times on my TikTok, where it's like, SML count your days. Like, and it wasn't more like, oh, it was so messed up, like, oh my gosh, you're getting canceled, which they have, but it was more like, why did y'all do this? Like, this was a truly messed up part on SML's end, because it's like, whoa, like, why? Like, just watching the video, I was like, yo, what? It had me. And I really do want to spoil it, but I would recommend y'all get his views up because of me, because he is a very creative person. He went through a lot, and he has gone through a lot in his little Draw My Life stuff that he talks about, but he's fine. He's doing better. I don't know him personally, but I recommend y'all watch that video. It's a really good video. And basically it's Jeffy and his sister. They're two siblings. Speaking of siblings, I'm going to talk about two siblings in a second, but siblings that live with their mom, and that deeper into his backstory, if y'all are not already a fan of him. So back to the siblings thing. Siblings, we love them, we hate them. I have two sisters of my own. I'm the youngest in my family. I have two older sisters, and I seen a video where it has gotten really, really popular, and it's basically and I have like details on this. A 17-year-old sister got kicked out of her house, of her mom's house, got kicked out of the house because she did not cook a meal for her brother, who was 20 years old. Now, the mom got home from work, so I'm just kind of like telling the story. It started with the 17-year-old girl saying how my mom is crazy and how she's about to kick me out the house, or she's about to like punish me bad because I didn't cook for her 20-year-old son. And she's crying and she's like just lashing out. Her mom comes home, and based on how the mom is dressed, you can tell what kind of job she has. So I'm guessing she's a nurse of some sort, because she has like some of those like funny, it was like a child's nurse. See, if I was smart and actually like using my brain, which I choose not to, but a child nurse is called a pediatric. See, like, it's like English is such a stupid ass language. Yeah, that's a nurse. So she's a nurse of some sort, because it's like a little cartoony, nice little, I don't even know what the outfit's called. Stretchers? No, that's the damn thing they lay on. I'm exhausted. I really can't think right now. What is the damn thing they wear? I'm like, you really don't miss me out. Nurse outfits. What is that damn? I don't want no damn costume. Yo, Google, you piss me off, man. What? Nurse outfit. Scrubs. Fucking scrubs. That was the damn word I'm goddamn thinking about. So yeah, the mom came home, and I do want to say this, but I don't want people to take this away, like take this like in a certain way, because I'll be honest, every time I like hear something on like stories wise, and I talk about it in school, like to like classmates, some friends, not all, but some friends, it's like, oh, what color are they? I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'll act clueless, but it's like, oh, what are they? It was like, they're white, or they're black, or they're Asian. He's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yes, I'm gonna take a pause in the story because I do want to say this. Just because something happened that's like tragic does not mean a certain race always does that. Now, there has been another story, but I'm gonna make this quick because this is kind of old. But there was a story where a mom left her baby home, and that baby fell down the stairs and died. The mother had went to go party, and she left her son, maybe daughter, I don't remember, and that kid was a baby, damn near barely knew how to walk, and fell down the stairs and passed away. I remember telling that story to some friends of mine back, maybe classmates, because the difference between friends and classmates is that friends I will actually say hi, like, oh, what's up, dap them up in the hallway, and classmates is like, if it's the next school year, wouldn't even say anything towards them. And that's not some fake stuff, it's just like, you were just a classmate. We had no personal level. So I remember I was telling the story in school. It was like, oh yeah, what color were they? I was like, they were Hispanic, because that's what the mom was. Now I don't know specifics, but it's so late. Specifically, what type of Hispanic? Could be Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican. I was about to say Chinese, Mexican, whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I'm looking at him, I was like, oh, okay. And at the time I just ignored it, but just like coming back to it, it's like, just because something happened on the news don't mean you always gotta assume it's that race doing it, because I don't want to say those type of people, because that is offensive. Like, and this is stuff that happens. It's not like, oh, there was a shooting, it was like, oh, was the kid emo, was the kid white? And it was like, yeah, that's true. It's like, oh, there was something drug related. Oh, was it Hispanics? It was something gang related. Oh, was it blacks? Oh, it was something, I don't know, hacker related. Oh, was it Indians? So like, yo, bro, like, it has anything to do with, oh, it was something that had to do with corrupted government. Oh, was it Caribbeans? Like, yo, like, just because that is being stereotypical, which is not, which is like, I don't mess with that, because like, this could be a white family, this could definitely be a Hispanic family, Caribbean, Asian, Indian, Native American, it doesn't matter. It's a person happening to a person. More people getting involved, doesn't matter skin color, race, religion. But back to main story. I off track, then a motherfucker already started preaching, giving a speech. Now, like I said, this is a black daughter, this is a black household. That doesn't mean anything. Not all black moms are like this, not all black brothers are like this, not all black young 17-year-olds are like this. That's just to be specific. Not all black people are like this. This is just that family, that mother, that brother, that daughter. Shouldn't take it a certain way. That's just how the story is. But yes. So, mommy came home and she just like, I think she started yelling at the daughter, because I think she stopped recording, and she goes into the brother's room. Brother, you can see by the camera, he's on the game, he's playing video games. It was like, and she asked him, the mom, she asked him, oh, did you eat? He looked at her, he's like, oh, hell nah, she didn't cook anything. That's a red flag. That's a flag on the play. Blow the whistle. You are 20 years old. Now I'm gonna say this, because there's nothing wrong with this. People struggle, and there's two types of people who struggle. People who struggle and don't do anything about it, or people who struggle and they do something about it. Prime example, the brother. He is 20 years old, playing video games, living with his mom. So I'll be honest, like, I have a goal of moving out at 19, because that's not a bad age. But after seriously talking about it with my pops, he told me how the world is. It's not gonna be easy to move out at 19. So realistically, I would have at least move out of my parents' house before I'm 25, before I'm 30, before I reach my late 20s. That is not a bad goal. Now I was gonna say 20, I was gonna say 21, but you know, sometimes you need help in life, because at the same time your parents know more about the real world more than you, because you just started. So there's nothing wrong with that. But as you can tell what I just said, I'm trying, because I'm not trying to live with my parents until I'm damn near 30. But he's, at the same time, you can see the brother, maybe he's trying, because at the same time I don't know his story. But based off that video, he's getting spoiled, and I can tell. This is a 17-year-old girl, 17. She's in high school. She's probably has a job, probably pays for her own stuff. She's 17. She already has stuff to deal with. My sister was like this the same way. My oldest sister, she came home, pretty sure she had a job. No, this is when college. My mom wasn't around. My dad worked. My sister had college. She didn't go on campus. No one in my family had a college life, which I'm trying to change, but she didn't have a college life, so she did online classes, and she would take care of me and my sister. Not younger, she's clearly older than me and my sister, and stuff like that. She cooked, cleaned, all that. And just thinking about it, if my sister was younger, like a younger sibling, she wouldn't be doing that. Based off her attitude, nah, she would definitely stand up for herself, which is what she does. She still does it. Puts me on my place. Not physically, I beat her ass, but you know, with words, because words hurt. Words hurt, trust me. And I think everybody knows that. Now, mom came into the room. She's like, all right, get the hell out of my house. Like, I'm kicking you out. And she's basically begging, like, he's 20 years old. Like, she's trying to convince her mom to let her stay. He's 20 years old. Like, I don't give a damn. And she was like, I don't give a damn. You get out of my house. And then this is why I'm glad that she recorded, because after that, the mom, I think they were in the bathroom. The mom done turned around and saw the phone at her. And she's like, I know your ass ain't recording me. Yes, your daughter is recording you because you are doing a bad thing. You are messing up something and you're being stupid about it. Now, as a younger sibling, I know it's like to be spoiled, because at the same time, I'm the youngest and I'm a boy. The only boy in the house, or the only son in the house, because you know there's my father. Now, I can tell, at a young age, it was like I didn't know what it was like to be spoiled until I got older. And it's like looking at things like, okay, I can see my presents during Christmas or birthdays, it was better than theirs, and stuff like that. I don't really say I will get spoiled now, because you know, I be working and I pay for my own equipment and vinyls and stuff like that. Now, it's just, if it was me in this situation, I'll be honest, based off my friends and based off how much I love their parents and how close I am with their parents, I feel like it wouldn't be easy, because it's not easy to get kicked out. I never been kicked out, but that's such a messed up thing. Like, it's just the fact that she's 17, and I'll be honest, it's holy shit, that stutter was insane. I blame the mom, and I really do, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how bad the kid is. It don't matter if, actually, let me take that back, because there are some really good and really well parents and their kids do stuff behind their back, but this kid doesn't. This 17-year-old doesn't. And I truly believe that, because of the fact that she's 17, she's basically a Cinderella in her house. She's taking care of someone who's completely older than her and can do for himself. The brother is 20 years old. He done graduated, maybe even not. He probably dropped out. Mom was probably fine with it, and he plays the game all day. Probably be with his homeboys. His homeboys probably got money. Probably still live with their parents, but they probably work themselves up. I'm just saying, like, it's just the fact that when it comes to the story, this daughter's in the right. Why in the hell would I cook for you when you can cook for your damn self? And the thing is, it's not like she didn't want to do it, she forgot to. It's not like I'm not gonna cook for you, you're 20 years old. No, she forgot to cook for her brother. That was the thing. She didn't take the, area. This is a colored people thing. It's not just blacks. This is Caribbeans, maybe Hispanics. I don't know. I know when talking about it, it's a Caribbean and a colored people thing, basically. She forgot to take the chicken out the freezer. It's not a laughing matter, but people can definitely relate to that. She took the it's getting late. She forgot to take God damn! She forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer, and it defrost, so therefore she couldn't cook any food. Now just imagine that. She forgot. She didn't choose not to, but she was being reasonable. She forgot to take food out of the freezer, therefore she couldn't cook anything. But the fact that her brother is 20 years old, should be able to stand on his own 2 feet. He should be able to do that himself. And what has me is the fact that I completely understand if it was like, a 7 or a 10-year-old brother. I could understand that because of the fact that the brother is younger. The brother, to be honest, it shouldn't be a younger sibling thing to do. If coming from my older sister, based off what she done for me and stuff like that, it's a older sister responsibility where, and this is for all younger siblings, they know this because this is true. When it comes to like siblings and stuff like that, you have rather 2 or 3 parents. You have your mom and dad, and the reason why I said 2 is because sometimes people don't have both, so they rather have a mom or they probably have a dad. Now they have a mom, they have a dad, and they have their oldest sibling. That could be an older brother or an older sister. For me, I had 3, then 2, then 3 parents. So, and it's just the fact that this 17-year-old girl is playing, basically, like I said, basically playing Cinderella because of the fact that she's young, she's a girl, and she's required to cook for her older brother. Now, it's not like the older siblings like, oh, no, it's cool, mom. I was on the game. She didn't have to cook for me. She's like, nah. He knew. He was like, nah, she didn't cook. And it's like he don't care either. It's like he's supposed to get spoiled no matter your age. Like, and I feel bad for that daughter. I don't even know if she got kicked out to this day, but I do know that video got popular, so she's not entirely cooked. But the mom is an L, the brother's an L, the sister's a W. She didn't cook, not because she didn't want to, but she couldn't because she forgot. And I think the reason why she forgot is because she was doing her homework, or she was doing something. She was doing her schoolwork, and when she told her mom, She was like, I don't give a damn about that schoolwork. I was like, oh, so yo son definitely dropped out because you don't care about education. Man, yikes. Like I could never be one of those parents. Like, I really can't. I really cannot. CANNOT. Like, as an older sibling, there's nothing wrong with like a helping hand. This is why I don't want kids. We're gonna take a step further. This is why I don't want kids. Because there's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with like just having, like, what people don't seem to understand, and this goes out to people who do want kids. I'm not trying to stop y'all like, oh, y'all shouldn't have kids, don't repopulate. No, if y'all want to have kids, y'all want to have kids. But to me, I don't want to have kids for the fact that I have to deal with 2 stages in my life. There's the toddler stage. There's the, actually, 3 because of the new generation. I had to deal with the toddler stage, the alpha gen stage, and the teenager stage. Like, those 3 stages. If I had to rank them from worst to best, worst one will probably be the alpha gen stage, because it's the fact that alpha gen is just a weird gen. It's basically that little skibbity Rizzler. Yeah, it's like memes nowadays, like stuff like that. Like, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to be the worst one, and it might be the teenager one that might be the worst one, because it's based off how I raised them. Like, at the end of the day, it's based off how I am raising these kids. So, but if I wish as a normal parent raising a Gen Alpha kid, and they had an iPad and all, that's going to be the worst stage, because they're going to be spoiled, they're going to be loud, they're going to be ratty, crying, all that. I don't want to deal with that. Then there's the teenager phase. There's the stuff like they are lazy, they don't want to do anything, they're talking back much more smarter, they get into trouble. That's just like a stage that I don't want to do, and it's much more serious because they could get into stuff that's like federal, like they could sneak out, get arrested, stuff like that. Then there's the toddler stage. To be honest, I don't know why I rank stuff, because these stages all suck. Toddler stage, constant crying, constant nagging, constant biting, constant goddamn leave the fuck alone. It's a lot. And having two kids, more than one, like, that's just one kid. You gotta do that all again with the second one. And then you have siblings. If there's a big age gap, they gon' hate it. They gon' love each other. But here's the thing. If you have, and in this scenario, I'm gonna use 2 genders, which is boy and girl. If you have 2 kids, one older brother, one younger brother, they're gonna hate each other. Then when they get older, they're gonna be best friends, which I kind of believe might be with all siblings. But it's just, God, it's just, I don't want to deal with any of that. And twins, triplets, quadruplets, sextuplets, whatever the hell, like, how much it ever goes, hell to the no. And I'm in anatomy right now, and I'm gonna tell my future girlfriend, future wife, whatever, that actually this is kind of a sensitive topic, because it's like we are older, but you know, there are some people who just can't see, who just can't hear stuff like this. But literally first day of my science class, we're studying the body. We're studying the body as high school students. That means we're going to talk about private parts. It was like, why did she say it like that? Because she said it scientifically. She didn't say like, oh, that pussy go. No, she said the vagina is going to get spreaded out. And I don't think she tried to make it. I don't know if she said this, but I think she said something's gonna rip. Look, I don't got a vagina. I don't gotta worry about that. I have a schlong. So, yeah. It's like kids. This is why I'd rather have dogs. They bark. They can bark all they want. It's probably because they barking at a squirrel. It's probably because they barking. I'm not gonna understand them. I'm not gonna understand dogs. And I love dogs. I love my dogs. I got 2 dogs. I got one red-nosed pit bull. Her name is Coco. I got another one, and his name is Tatum. Big black lab. Holy. See, they hear, and here's the thing with like people who come to my house, and like they hear Coco, cause she barks a lot when people come. But when they see Tatum, they just like, oh hell no. And I love my dogs. None of my dogs do that. They won't sleep in my bed. They do sometimes. It pisses me off. Like, I know when I go to school, Tatum, Coco don't really do this. Tatum, he will sleep in my bed. And the fact is, it's a Labrador. Labs shed a lot. And he's a black lab. I have black hair. But I can tell when whose hair is who. Because I have hair that comes out, hair that comes out and stuff like that, but it's long, and you see Tatum's shedded hair on my bed. It's just a constant of brushing that shit off every damn night, or the nights that he sleep on it. Then there's Coco. Coco would just take my shoes, and I don't think she don't bite it up anymore, but she just takes it. She just takes it, put it under my sister's bed. And it's much easier when it comes to pooping, peeing, take it outside. When it comes to a kid, you gotta potty train them. You gotta teach them how to push you. If it's a boy, you gotta teach them how to aim. And I don't know, yeah. Then there's, I guess, the only like expensive thing I know when it comes to dogs compared to kids. Actually, no. Dogs is much cheaper than goddamn kids. Yes, you gotta pay for pet food. Okay, that's fine. You gotta pay for food every goddamn day for the damn kids. Matter of fact, you gotta do more work. You gotta cook it. You could just give a goddamn piece of a dog a damn duck head and you good. Then there's medication. You know, if your kid, which if I did have a kid, my kid gonna have some type of problems with him because I'm allergic to seafood. I used to be, and nuts. I used to be allergic to dairy, but I grew out of that. And I'm slowly, very slowly am getting used to seafood. Because I can eat shrimp, but I still break out, like the minor stuff, not like the major stuff. But nuts, they ain't going nowhere. Like, but I think that might go somewhere, but not anytime soon because I don't want to test it. Like, I ate stuff with peanuts on it and I just brushed it outside and ate it perfectly fine. Smell peanut butter and stuff like that. And what's funny to me is that my friends, they love to joke about my allergies. I think they forgot that I do have allergies, and I might remind them when they watch this. But P3. Every time I go back and forth with him, not like arguing, but like joking around. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get a spoonful of peanut butter and just throw it at your face, and you're gonna die. I was like, oh wow, that is insane. That is crazy. For some people, that happens. That is true. If they get anywhere near peanut butter, it is poison to them. But if you throw peanut butter at me and I smell it or whatever, I'm just gonna wipe it off. That's not going to happen to me. I'm not saying that I have proved that theory, but I'm not that severely allergic to peanuts. And that's just crazy. Like, you could really kill somebody like that. Like, there's people, like, I never had a panic attack. I never had a time where I passed out because of an allergy. The most that has happened was a itchy tongue. Like I said, it's not anything severe. It's just something that's like disturbing, and at most I'll get a swollen lip, maybe a swollen eye. That's it. Like, when it comes to seafood's alright. There's a lot of people who are obsessed with seafood, but I tried seafood here and there, and it's just not my favorite. I'll be honest. Like, and what I kind of don't like compared to other types of meats is that, and I talked to this with my homeboys. I think I talked about this, saying how P1, I believe. No, what's P1? No, P2 and P12. Like, we talked about this, and we were like, seafood is not all that. Like, and I'm really finna debunk this. Like, the people who love seafood, okay, y'all love seafood, but let me tell y'all this: it's messy. you're doing too much work to get barely anything. Prime example, it gets messy. Y'all see them mukbangs? Y'all seen them motherfuckers eat them seafoods with them gloves, the little bib. Y'all go to seafood restaurants and stuff like that. Y'all get messy. That chunk is messy. Y'all doing too much. It's by you got they have tools to break crab legs, and you breaking the legs. You rip open a lobster tail. You crack a leg, crack an arm, claw, and y'all doing too much to get nothing, barely anything of meat. Prime example, crawfish. Crawfish is a small seafood. It is. My uncle does this every time we go to buffets. Oh my gosh, never take my uncle to a buffet. God damn. He will come back with plates, and I mean plates. I'm not talking like, okay, the plate's full. I'm talking this stacks on the plates of crawfish. Rips it open. That's it. Quite literally, that's it. Just rips it open, sucks out the insides. And then the sad thing is that sometimes people like eating the poop, like the poop sack. Like it's on shrimp. Like if people don't know this, but I do often cook and be around seafood and stuff like that. There's a black line where like for shrimp is pretty small. What the fuck? Shrimp is pretty small. There's bigger shrimp and stuff like that. Why do y'all think when it comes to girls they be like, oh, you got a shrimp? It's because that shit's small. Now if you actually Google it, shrimp is like 6 to 8 inches, but I'm not talking about dick size. But shrimp is pretty small. I feel like when it comes to shrimp, you can do a lot with shrimp, more than you can do with any type of seafood. Like, yes, there's different types of, like, yes, crab and lobster might be the most popular, and then you have different types of crab, and you have different types of lobster. Like, there's a rainbow Japanese lobster, there's an Alaskan snow king crab. Like, you can eat, like, crab and lobster might be the most popular, but I feel like you can do the most with shrimp, because of the fact that shrimp, you can fry it, you can do whatever. But the thing is with seafood is the fact that it's seafood. Like, that ain't saying much, but it's just like you barely get any meat, and this goes with any seafood in general. There's the lobster tail ain't that good or big. Yes, they have big claws, but the claw's not even that big. And then I think that's kind of it. There's the lobster tail and there's the lobster claw. Sure as damn hell y'all ain't eating the damn head. Shoot, y'all probably might, but hey. And then and actually, let me not say seafood, because there are fish. There are people who eat fish. Maybe hard-shelled seafood, or shelled seafood, whatever you want to call it. Then there's crab. Crab is legs, quite literally. There's 8 legs. Bigger the crab, the more expensive it is, and the more meats you get. Still ain't nothing. Then I do know people who do this, but they eat the actual head of the crab. But yeah, so there's crab legs. Then shrimp. Crawfish is crawfish. Mussels, you just suck at the insides. And yeah, squid, octopus. That's not really hard shelled, but that's some stuff people eat. But seafood, you don't really get as much out of anything. The most you get out of like the seafood that I know people eat is shark. Never had shark, but there's even some stuff you can't eat like a shark, like prime example, frog legs. I tried frog legs. It's not that bad. And half the damn time, most stuff you eat tastes like chicken. But when it comes to frog legs, that's the only edible thing you can eat off a frog. And I'm not here to be historian. Yes. But who the hell found out about that? Who the hell found out you could just eat frog legs? Who the hell died from eating a damn frog? Like, who said, yeah, fish, I understand, because fishing was a thing that was normal. Hunting was a normal thing. People was eating bison. People was eating shit now. But it's just the more chaotic stuff. Like prime example, alligator. Maybe I could see, oh, there's an alligator. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, we're running low on meat. There's an alligator right there. Okay, but a damn frog? A frog? A rat? A rabbit? There are people who eat rabbits. Huh? I went to New York. I think we went to go find some seafood, and we was in a market, and there was rabbits, and I was like, oh, it's a cute little rabbit. They eat the fucking rabbit. That's the first time I ever found out about that. I was like, yo, what? And then, you know, there's our farm animals, you know, cows, sheep, pigs, pork, lamb, chicken, beef. There's stuff like that. There's stuff where people are actually creative. It's more amounts, like more quantity. People make hamburgers out of that. People make bacon, wings, stew, just random. The body part itself, like there's a lot you can do. But when it comes to just fish, it's just fish. Now there are people who eat the head of a fish. And to be specific, there's Caribbeans who eat the head of a fish. But I don't know, like. And then people just don't get enough. People just don't get tired of it. They just think it's, like, prime example, this might be a stereotype, so I'm not gonna say it, but there is someone who I'm close with, and back in middle school, I don't think he does it now, but we used to get like one drumstick during lunch, and he used to eat the bone, like the marrow, the inside of a chicken. And I was like, bro, you don't think that's enough? Matter of fact, there's a big dude on TikTok who was like, if you don't put ketchup, or if you don't put mayonnaise, mustard, whatever damn comedy, if you don't put ranch on your chicken, you triple it, and just fucking eats that shit in 1.0 milliseconds. And I can tell I'm talking naturally, and I basically am talking to myself because I'm starting to curse more. So I'm gonna watch myself. But he would eat the damn he would eat the skin, he would eat the meat, break off the cartilage with his teeth. At most, even at school, not even at school, because at school we get wings, and the most when it comes to that, I would eat when it comes to like a flat, eat the skin, eat the meat, use my finger, not my tongue, because I do that, use my finger to take out the meat. And I wouldn't, I would break it apart, break apart the wing of, break the edit. I can't talk, bro. I can't talk. Break the wing, so it was like divided from one bone to the other, and there'll be one bone and there'll be other. So just eat the meat. Same thing with the drumstick, just eat the meat. At most, I would eat the cartilage. Now I do know, because I think my dad does this, but they'll eat the ends of a smaller bone, like the smaller bone of the wing. But y'all be going crazy. Y'all be eating the marrow of chicken. Like, it's different when it comes to, I think, lamb or beef, because there's actually a thing called bone marrow. They eat that, and that's pretty good. But I'm not saying it's not a normal thing, but damn, y'all be eating anything. What's the craziest animal? I don't even know what the craziest animal I know people eat. Deer. Hell no. Deer is probably, no, it's not deer, because that's the actual meat. That's, people don't just hunt it just to hunt it. Deer is an actual meat. What kind of meat is deer? Vincent. How the fuck you pronounce that? I'm sorry for cursing. How do you pronounce that? Vincent. There you go. Pronunciation. Okay, so now I just. Alright, there we go. Vincent. How do you say that?
Venison.
All right, there we go. venison. That's a funny word. Venison. Yeah, deer is not snake. Bear. Fuck no. Sorry for cursing. Bear. People be eating bears. Oh my gosh. Bears and snakes. Huh. How can I forget? Humans. Cannibals. There's people out there who eat their own people. Nah, that reminds me of Wrong Turn. Oh my gosh. Look, every time I think about Wrong Turn, and I'm gonna say this, I'm a huge horror movie fan. Not when I was younger, because hell no. But getting older, I like watching horror movies for the same psychotic reason. It's funny. That is such a psychotic thing to say. But I like watching horror movies because of how dumb and how funny it is. Because people doing dumb stuff. I was about to say the yes word. I'm watching my cursing. Now, there's two movies. One's a series where it's like, oh hell no. And there's an actual movie that's like, it creeps me out. The first one is Sinister 2. Sinister 2 is basically a movie. I'm spoiling it because that movie came out like 2013. And it's Sinister 1 and 2, but basically it's a family and a kid of that family kills the other family members because they're told to join a cult following a man called Sinister, blah blah blah. And it's just the way he kills whatever kid kills their family. Rather, they hang them one by one, electrocute them one by one, drown them. Like, it's just, and they all had to record this on a VHS or a camera, and it's just, it gives me the creeps. Now, Wrong Turn, oh hell nah, bro. Wrong Turn, they got it with that one. Wrong Turn has like 7 movies, and they're all bad. It's just the kills. Wrong Turn movies. They have 7. They have Wrong Turn that came out in 03, Dead End, Left 4 Dead, Bloody something, Bloodlines, Last Resort, and then a new one. I think that's a reboot. Came out. The latest one is 2021. Just came out. Like, oh, Wrong Turn, man. It's such a messed up ass movie. It's 3 brothers, I believe, and they just hunt and kill goddamn kill people and eat them. And I'll be honest, I like slaughter movies. I like I want to say satanic, like demonic possession movies. But cannibalism movies, I can't, bro. That reminds me of another movie. I think it's called The Green Inferno. Yeah, it was like, I think it's called that. It was like it was a plane that crash landed on a island that's full of cannibalists. They captured them and they was gonna kill them. And there was one scene where their plan was to hunt them, where the plan was to get them high. Someone had pot, and their plan was to get them high so they could distract them and find a way to escape. So they did. They got high and they grabbed the person who had the pot and ate him alive. And I had to witness that entire scene. That chunk had me. That chunk was so disgusting. That chunk was so, like, I played Mortal Kombat, I played Street Fighter. I witnessed the, like, just full on glory stuff. Like, I seen people die on Twitter. Twitter's such a crash out. Like, but God, the amount of blood people use in movies, like prime example, Terrifier 2. Oh my gosh, Terrifier 2. I think I could spoil that one because that was Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2. Oh my gosh, the creativity, so messed up. Oh my god, y'all, director or whoever idea, y'all are insane. Like, y'all are legitimately insane. Oh my god. One girl got killed by the clown. Terrifier is the movie, and I don't think that's his name, but I'm gonna say Terrifier the clown. He kills a girl. oh my gosh, the way he killed this girl is that he basically tortured the girl. He had, with one arm, he had twisted off, the other arm he had breaking, and I think it's like one way he had like, y'all know when y'all fold a paper, yes, y'all know when y'all fold a paper, there's two ways: hamburger way, hot dog way. He folded one like a hot dog, folded the other one like a hamburger, I believe. I don't fully remember. No, he grabbed her hand and ripped it off, like through the fingers. Oh my gosh, she still wasn't dead. Beating the hell out of her, like full on just kill her at this point. You know what he does after that? He grabbed vinegar and poured it on her, and oh my gosh, I would have cried. Like, I'm already dead. Like, I would have killed myself at that point. Like, if you had a knife, I'm stabbing myself. And I'm not talking about slit throat. I'm stabbing my head. Instant death. I don't care. He poured vinegar on her, and I think it wasn't. I don't even. It was probably both. It was probably vinegar and salt. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm into the gory. Like, I'm into blood and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. But oh my god, Terrifier 2 was something else, man. Like, y'all had it with that one. Terrifier 2 had me. Like, there was just no way. That one gave me the creeps, and like that junk had me. I don't even know. And the thing is, there's one thing about these movies: they don't have a plot. Terrifier 2 had a plot, but Wrong Turn, it starts to not have a plot, which is a common thing for horror movies to be so good. Prime example, Halloween. Halloween is a good one. The story gets stupid. Prime example, Michael's Michael's sister at first had a daughter, and that was how it went. And in one movie, I think it was H2O, yes, 20 years later, it was a son instead of a daughter, but they switched it back. And the way Michael, it's just like, I wouldn't say it's plot armor at this time, but it's very confusing. When Michael's younger sister, killed him, quote unquote killed him, so this is like the early films, she killed an innocent person. If you're an innocent man, why not take the mask off? And what had me is the fact that the last movie, now I'm not gonna act like Michael's some weak ass bitch, because he's not a weak ass bitch. Michael soloed a fire squad. Like, I don't even think he had a weapon, and if he did, he used their weapons. Like, they went crazy. But what has me is that he soon gets his ass whooped by some random neighbors with some random ass objects. What pissed me the hell off is that they didn't have no actual weapon on them. They used random props from them damn house, a damn rolling pin, a golf club. Like, I'm talking, if y'all don't grab some damn machetes, goddamn Jason Voorhees his ass. No, the only person who had an actual weapon was a gun, which it did something. Not enough. That motherfucker got back up, not instantly, took a sweet ass time, murked everybody. And the person with the gun was like one of the main characters in the movie, and like throughout the series, which was, I wouldn't say the main characters, but like one of, like, he was in majority of the movies, which was the detective, I believe. Like, god damn, y'all got it with that. There's no way. There's like, Michael OP as fuck. Does he beat Jason? No, he does not. And I stand on that. Michael Myers does not beat Jason Voorhees in a fight. I'm not really into debates, but I stand on that. Jason Voorhees done got sent to space. Jason Voorhees done killed motherfuckers in space. I apologize for cursing. Jason done died. Actually, he has died multiple times and has come back a lot of times. Michael has died too. Yeah, whoopie damn do. But at most, he got shot or burned. Jason done got shredded. He got put into a blender, I think. He done got electrocuted. He done drowned again. He done got killed by a dude with psychic powers. Like, and he kept coming back. He kept coming back. So it's like, Jason would be Michael Myers in a fight. No, in my opinion. Now, there's like, then there's Saw. Saw is actually a good horror movie series. The reason why I think it's good is because of its traps. So there's the blood and gory of it, the violence of it, and then there's the plot. Now its most recent one, it's starting to prove that horror movie series stereotype, where it's so good to the point where it's like, what is this story? Now it wasn't such a bad story. It was that the main character, not the main character, Jigsaw, I forgot his name. Jigsaw goes to Puerto Rico or some Hispanic country to find a way to cure his disease or his health, like make sure his health back on track. They told him, oh yeah, this place can do it, and it was like actual people who were telling him that it will work, which was a lie. They did surgery and he wasn't better, so he put them all on traps, which pretty sure killed all of them. I don't think there was any survivors, but I'm pretty sure there has been movies where nobody has survived the traps. But like, I was like, it was just more like a spin-off. It wasn't like a continuation of the movies, but it was just more like a spin-off. So it's not really falling into that stereotype. But Scream is more like a reboot series, so this kind of getting to that stereotype, but you can tell that it's a whole new reboot. There's new characters, so it's kind of like a new generation kind of thing. Then there's Chucky. Chucky has his own show now. Chucky movies was, as a series, might be the worst one. I love it. Chucky was actually I was actually terrified of Chucky until I got taller than him. I'll be honest. Like, Chucky ain't being like, yes, Chucky is sneaky. Yes, Chucky can cut your ankles. But just kick that motherfucker. He's a human. He's a dwarf. Quite literally, he's a midget doll with a knife. I'm going to kill him, kick his ass, and throw. No, matter of fact, I'm killing him because he likes to come back like a little bitch. No, I'm killing him. Like, I will treat that motherfucker like I'm Andy. And there's multiple versions of this Chucky. Matter of fact, Chucky has his own show now, and he's going after the kids. Pretty sure he killed a kid in the first season. So I don't know. I think he's doing good. Freddy's gone. Freddy retired. Freddy, he hasn't been in a movie. He has constant reboots. Freddy retired. Leatherface dead. Like, he's not retired, he's actually dead. Pretty sure there's a reboot and he killed a bunch of people on a bus that was like recording. He was like, oh, I'm gonna report you, and it just showed how our generation is. And he murked them, but I'm pretty sure he got killed, so I'm pretty sure he's dead. But yeah, I don't know how the hell we got to horror movies. Like, this is one thing that I specialize in these Yap sessions, because I'm pretty sure I was talking about kids, and how the hell did I make it to goddamn horror movies? That shit felt like a butterfly effect. That's not what a butterfly effect is. What is it? Oh, matter of fact, butterfly effects scare me. Like, I'm not like phobia of that shit, but it makes you think. Like, prime example, I seen this on my TikTok lately. Actually, it is actually a good example of a butterfly effect. What if, like your class schedule, like, let's people who are older go back to your high school years. People who are in high school, look back at your earlier high school. Like, if you my homegirl, watch my shit. Look at freshman year. That class you was in. What if you was in a different class? What if you had different memories from those classes and met different people? The butterfly effect just shows how much people you can how much people you can know, how much people you'll hang out with, your new friend group, new drama, stuff like that. Like, prime example, freshman year, I don't think I would have met my friend group. I probably would have stayed friends with 3 of them because I knew them since middle school. But at most, I would have never been actually cool with them how I am cool with them now. Sophomore year, if I, probably honest, sophomore year, I probably wouldn't have dated the girl I dated back then. Because I met her sophomore year. That's the only thing I can probably remember. Junior year, ooh. Yeah, nah. Junior year, a lot of stuff might have changed. But not really anything impactful. And then there's senior year, like last year, whatever. But freshman and sophomore year, if definitely would have never met that girl, and definitely would have never had the friend group I have now. Because I wouldn't say we all met freshman year, but the only 3 people I know I would have stayed friends with, because I knew them since middle school, and we're only talking about high school, is P9, 11, and 12. Those are the only 3. Like, those are the only 3 I would have stayed friends with, because we've been friends since middle school. So, yeah, like, butterfly effects, it's like, that's junk. And it's not just that. Like, it could be a different class. It could be a different school. It could be a different neighborhood. It could be a different state, country, continent. It could be a whole different thing. That just really makes me think about time itself. Like, I need to play once I start, I'll be honest, I'm gonna say this now, I really do hope I get a webcam, because I do want to start playing video games that come out. Like, if there's another story game that comes out, I will play it. Real shit. Sorry for cursing. I will play it. Because, like, y'all be seeing them TikToks where it's like, there's a game called Life is Real. That's not, it's something where the butterfly effect actually is what it's called. Where it's like, this will affect your path, this will affect your future, this will, stuff like that. It's like the choices you make every day, how different they could be. And that reminds me of, like, Family Guy. Because Family Guy had this episode. Because, when people think of time travel, like, oh, time travel will be so cool, time travel will be so fun. I could just fix this one mistake. Oh, that's it. Literally, now really thinking about it, if you went back in time, you would have to retrace every single one of your steps to the point where everything remains the same. There are millions of timelines, billions, trillions, infinite timelines. You knock down that rock, you kick that rock, you knock down a vase, you get caught up by your past self, and you're like, hey, I'm looking at you. Boom. Stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, it's like, matter of fact, going back to SML, they released another video called The Future Machine, because they made an old video called The Past Machine, but they made a new video called The Future Machine. And it was a funny way to show, like, how GTA 6 is going to delay their game. And basically, the characters went into a future machine, but one of them stayed back. The thing is, they can't go back to the past because it's a future machine. And the thing is that's so crazy is that those 3, like let's say you and your friends go into a future machine, and y'all are in a future machine. Y'all go into the future, and then one of your friends stay back. They're obviously older and stuff like that, and you're not. They have to wait. Let's say it's been 5 years. They have to wait 5 years to see you, while you only have to wait 5 seconds. Like, time travel, I truly believe we can achieve time travel. I just don't want to do it. I don't. Like, that junk scares me. Like, next thing you know, Oh, like that junk is scary. Like you could really just mess up everything. Like your life, my life wouldn't have been my life as it is now because of one little thing I didn't do in the past. That's basically just messing with God. Like God wanted you to do this. God told you, because thing is, God knows your past, your present, your future. God knows what's gonna happen to you. God does know what you're gonna do in the next 5 seconds. God knows what happened to you in the past. God knew what hurt you or made you cry last time you cried. He knows everything. God knows everything. God will know everything. And let's be honest, you can't hide stuff from God. Like, he knows every thought. He knows every figment of your imagination, even if it's dirty or not. He knows you're human. He knows you're going to deal with those things, stuff like that. Now it is 11:35, so now did I do all my topics? Yeah, like I said, I be having I don't have a script, but I do have topics I do want to talk about, so therefore I do want to do stuff where it's like I do get off topic, which I clearly have, which was last time I checked, I went from a daughter not cooking for her brother all the way to goddamn horror movie characters, stuff like that. And that's basically been a full-on yapathon. But now we have the thought of the night, and I think I really need to plan my thought of the night. But there's a TikToker. His name is Wholesome Gramps. He is a wholesome person. He gives motivation, stuff like that. But he wants us to aim, like show us our aims in life, like what we should aim in life. And it's a rule called 9876543210. What does that mean? You should drink 9 glasses of water, get 8 hours of sleep, experience the 7 wonders of the world, have a 6-digit income, work 5 days, have a 4-wheeler, have a 3-bedroom house, have 2 cute children, or dogs, or cats, or whatever the hell you want, and have 1 sweetheart, man, wife, trans, bi, non-polar, non-binary, whatever. And most of all, 0 tension. What our aim in life should be is 0 tension and the American dream. Yes, the American dream has changed ever since the goddamn shit has been invented. Sorry for cursing. But there's nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with working hard to achieve the dream that you want. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Your dream is different than everybody's. I actually posted this on my story, on my IG story. But tonight's thought of the night, God put that dream in your heart for a reason. Good night, y'all. Sleep well.